Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sankara. Jurisprudence class. In this video, I am going to tell you the kinds of laws, different kinds of laws. Broadly speaking, there are public laws, there are private laws. Public and private laws, first category. Second category, general and special laws. Third category, some other special laws. And please remember, Salman said, any positive law imposed by any state, any legislature is imperative law. You are destined to follow it. So, first of all, let us discuss the first topic, that is private and public law. There are so many private laws. For example, what is private law? Private law is a law which is concerned with an individual or a family that may relate to only certain persons. First category is law of persons. What are law of persons? In the first semester, I will tell you, I have already told you, jurisprudence kabatti. So, law of torts. Law of torts, I have given the definition. Law of torts is a civil wrong which is not a breach of trust or breach of contract. And if any legal damage is caused, it can be compensated by way of unliquidated damages. Or Section 2M of the Limitation Act defines tort is a civil wrong which is not exclusively a breach of trust or breach of contract. So, tort law is a law of persons. Followed by civil law, CPC, Code of Civil Procedure. Section 9 clearly says the courts will take only civil cases. Civil cases are the cases relating to rights and liabilities of persons, personal. Then family law, it is a law of persons. Family law may be restitution of conjugal rights, may be divorce, may be maintenance, may be alimony, all these things, these are all laws relating to persons. Right? Then second category, law relating to property. Property laws. Property laws, whenever you think that property laws, don't be under the wrong impression that is land laws. Land laws are different. Property laws means charities. Trust Act, that is property law. Then, law of obligations. Law of obligations. So, I told you friends, law creates what? In the famous words of famous retired Justice Jasti Chalameshwar Garu, he said, law creates rights, duties and obligations. So this is law of obligation, third category. Law of obligation, that means contract law, company law. Whenever we enter into a contract, that is offer, acceptance. And whenever we enter a contract, we have to perform fully the part of obligation, the obligation on your part. If you do so, if you don't do so, definitely you have to pay compensation to the extent you have spoiled. So this is the beauty of company law or contract law. Law of contracts. You are studying contract 1 and contract 2 also. They are all, please remember, laws of obligations. Sometimes there will be more than one law relating to one topic, that is conflict of laws. For example, in a case of defamation, you can file as a tort law, you can file as a criminal law, you can file as a civil law. So here the conflict of laws comes. Of course, doctrine of election is there. Definitely, it is your choice to which forum you want to go. Likewise, consumer protection. I told you, whether the services of lawyer, if there is any deficiency in the service of the lawyer, can you file a case against the lawyer under consumer protection law? Some courts said yes, like Srimati versus the state of Tamil Nadu. But normally we will say no, because it's a service. Definitely professional service. We'll discuss it when the time comes. So these are the private laws. Laws relating to persons, property, then obligations, and I told you last, conflict of laws. Then private law. You have to understand what is private law also. So, public law. Public law means the constitution and working of the state, functions of the various state departments. So, constitutional law is a public law. Then, working of the state, that is statutory law. Sometimes statutory law may become administrative law, basing on the powers given by the central government. The collector can make some rules or acts, right? And the public laws, normally they stand or they create a link between the state and citizens. Constitutional law, you all know, constitution is the mother of all laws. Preamble, it clearly says that we have to have the secular or democratic or other things state like that. We the people of India, it starts like this. So please remember, constitutional law is definitely a public law. And all laws which are made should be in consonance with the constitutional law. Second is administrative law. So delegated legislation, sub-delegated legislation, so many things will be there. Then criminal law. This is also very, very important. In the private law, I told you civil law or tort law. Now criminal law. Criminal law means if you commit any act which is highly dangerous, it will be taken as against the state, and the state will come into the steps of the complainant, and they will take up the case. They will investigate. They will arrest the accused. They will file the charge sheet. They will see that the case goes to the logical end. That is the use of the so-called criminal law. Right? So criminal law and substantive law, definitely they will clearly define what is an offense. And the procedure will be uniform almost. So because the judge has to deliver the justice without bias. And if you don't follow, if you do anything against the criminal law, sanctions in the shape of punishment will be there. So briefly, this is private law and public law. Two types of. If I find time, tomorrow I may make a video another on special laws. Thank you.